Sometimes the hardest people to reach are the ones that are closest to us. And it's not because they don't know about you, but it's actually because maybe they've already decided who you are. Good morning, y'all. Welcome to Coffee with Connect. We get together on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:30, and we get into God's Word together. We have our coffee. My mug today is from Worcester Buildings, which is the company that built this building, our multi-purpose center, and also the walkway that's going between our buildings, and they are just awesome. And so I'm just thankful for them, and thankful for the mug that they gave us during all the construction process stuff that they've been doing here. Listen, if you're, I guess, shameless plug for them. If you're trying to build a big building, they're a great place. Their work's awesome, and thankful for them. So we're going to be in Mark chapter 6 today. Mark chapter 6, starting a new chapter. Going through the Gospel of Mark here, shortest of the four Gospels. And we're going to pray, we're going to read, we're going to think, write, and do. We're going to see what it is that God has for us, what step maybe we can take, our action step here. So I hope you're ready to go. I hope that you've prayed. Let's read Mark chapter 6, verses 1 through 3. I'm just going to look at the first 3 verses today. I'm in the NIV. Here's what it says. Jesus left there and went to his hometown, accompanied by his disciples. When the Sabbath came, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were amazed. "Where did this man get these things?" they asked. What's this wisdom that has been given him? What are these remarkable miracles that he's performing? Isn't this the carpenter? Isn't this Mary's son and the brother of James, Joseph, Judas, and Simon? Aren't his sisters here with us? And they took offense at him. Have you ever had somebody really underestimate you just because they know you? It might be a family member, it might be an old friend, somebody you haven't seen in a while, somebody from your hometown. They seem to be maybe just stuck with who you used to be. If you ever felt that tension there, Jesus felt that too. Right here we see that. It's wild. He returns to his hometown of Nazareth, and instead of being welcomed, I guess what's being implied here is that he hasn't been here since his ministry began. And so instead of being welcomed as the miracle working teacher that he has been, the people dismiss him because they think they know him. Isn't this the carpenter? Isn't this Mary's son? Isn't this the guy that built my cabinet a few years back? Like, translation of what they're saying, this guy's just one of us. He can't be anything special. And instead of seeing him for who he truly is, they only see who they thought he was. Growing up there and all that. The familiarity with Jesus that led to their lack of faith and who he really is. I mean, notice the response here. It says they're offended. They took offense at him, it says. And it's not because he did anything wrong, but it's because he challenged their assumptions. Sometimes the hardest people to reach are the ones that are closest to us. And it's not because they don't know about you, but it's actually because maybe they've already decided who you are. And so there's kind of a warning here, which is this: to not let the familiarity blind us from the movement of God. Because we can go get so used to things. We can just become so familiar and so comfortable with church and with the routine of the Christian life, the routine of faith, and we just stop expecting God to move because we think we know. and we reduce the miraculous to the mundane. And on the other side of that, there's actually, a comforting thought as well, which is this. If you've been dismissed, you've been overlooked, you've been underestimated, Jesus has changed your life, radically transformed who you used to be. He gets that, because there's a level of him being misunderstood and overlooked and all of those things from his hometown. And that none of that stopped him. And it shouldn't stop you either. So what's God saying to you through this? What do you need to write down? Pray, read, think, write. What are you writing down? What stands out to you? What are some comments that you could maybe put down? Some things you could write down for yourself that would be helpful. And then our action step. What do we do with this? I think we need to ask God to kind of renew our expectation. Let's look at some things with fresh eyes. To not let the familiarity with Jesus or with the people around us keep us from seeing the work of God. To pray for eyes to recognize just the holy and the ordinary, the miraculous and the mundane, and the courage to just follow Jesus and to continue to follow him even when others don't understand. Because that familiarity might cause other people to underestimate you right up front, sure, but it might even cause you to underestimate what God can do. But see, Jesus never stopped being the Son of God just because he was treated this way in his hometown. So let's just refuse to settle for the routine of faith. Let's refuse to settle, and let's expect Jesus to move even in the places that we least expect it. So thanks for joining me. I hope that you'll like the video and subscribe to the channel. Share this with someone that needs it. And join me again here next time so we can have our coffee and connect to Christ, community, purpose, and God's word together.